Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is the second part of the partial fractions topic. We've already covered some ground in the first video. Please make sure that you watch that before this one if you haven't yet. So in this video, we're going to cover the first major type of partial fractions, and that is when you have distinct linear factors in the denominator. What that means is you should have linear factors. That means factors. You have 1, 2, 3 factors. Each of those factors has a maximum power of 1. किसी के भी ऊपर x की power 1 से ज़्यादा नहीं है. So these are all linear factors. And then distinct means none of them is the same as another one. So all of them are different factors, 3 different factors. इसके लिए you're going to have this standard form every time. आपके पास 3 factors हैं, so you're going to have 3 different fractions. One is going to have 1 minus x in the denominator. The other is going to have the second factor in the denominator, 1 plus 2x in this case. And the third one is going to have the third factor in the denominator, that is 2 plus x in this case. In the numerator, it's always going to be one single number, some constant. Similar to what we did in the first video, we can denote that with some letters, any variables. We choose A here, B here, C here, but it doesn't really matter. You can choose any variable that you like, but this is the convention generally. So then we follow the process. We keep the left hand side as it is, 2 minus x plus 8x squared. Then in the denominator we have 1 minus x into 1 plus 2x into 2 plus x. On the right hand side we have to take the LCM. So in case of expressions like this, LCM is simply the product of all the denominators. So that's 1 minus x, 1 plus 2x, and 2 plus x, right? In the first term, we have a, हमारे पास denominator में already 1 minus x है, इसको बाकी दोनों factors से multiply करना पड़ेगा. That's a into 1 plus 2x into 2 plus x. And then we have plus b into 1 minus x into 2 plus x, and then we have c multiplied by 1 minus x and 1 plus 2x. Alright, now if you look at the denominators, they are the same, so that means the numerators also have to be the same. So we can say 2 minus x plus 8x squared is equal to this numerator. We can simplify the numerator a bit if we wanted, but in this case we should not, because remember आपको कुछ intelligent values of x choose करनी है in order to eliminate some variables. So let me write down the variables first. 1 plus 2x into 2 plus x plus b into 1 minus x into 2 plus x plus c into 1 minus x into 1 plus 2x. Alright, now let's see what values of x we can choose here. Let's focus on this first. X plus 2. Is there a way to make this thing 0? अगर हम x की value यहाँ पे -2 डाल दें, this thing becomes 0. उसका फायदा ये होगा, this 0 multiplied by everything here will eliminate this a from the equation. x plus 2 यहाँ पे भी आ रहा है, तो यहाँ पे भी जब -2 डलेगा, ये b भी निकल जाएगा. x plus 2 यहाँ पर नहीं है, इसलिए c eliminate नहीं होगा और हम c की value find कर सकें. Right? So let's start with that. So let's first put x equal to -2. When we put x equal to -2, on the left hand side we have 2 minus -2 plus 8 into -2 का square. On the right hand side, we don't need to write everything down. We already know this thing will become 0. This thing will become 0 because 2 plus x, if x is equal to minus 2, uh, this will become 0. We only have the last term left. हम वो लिख देते हैं वहाँ पे, that is c into 1 minus minus 2 into 1 plus 2 into minus 2. We have this. We simplify this, we get 2 plus 2 plus 8 into 4, that is 32. On the right hand side, we have c multiplied by 1 plus 2, that is 3, and 1 minus 4, that is minus 3. So we get 36 equal to minus 9c. This gives us c equal to minus 4. So we have the value of one of those variables already, right? Let's look at what other value of x we can put here. Now, यहाँ पे हमने -2 डाल दिया था. Let's look at this bracket now. अब इसके अंदर देखिए 1 minus x है. How can we make this thing equal to 0? अगर हम यहाँ पे x की value 1 डाल दें, this will become 0. उसका फायदा ये होगा, जहाँ जहाँ पे 1 minus x है, that whole term will become 0. So this becomes 0, this becomes 0, you'll only be left with a. तो a की value find कर सकेंगे. So let's put x equal to 1 now. In this case, we get 2 minus 1 plus 8 into 1 ka square on the left hand side. On the right hand side, we get a into 1 plus 2 times 1, that is simply 2, multiplied by 2 plus 1. The rest of the terms we understand are going to become 0 because यहाँ पे देखें 1 minus 1 ये 0 हो जाएगा, तो ये पूरी term 0 हो जाएगी. Similarly यहाँ पे 1 minus 1 ये 0 हो जाएगा, this whole term will become 0. So we're only left with this thing. We can write plus 0 if we wanted to, but it's not necessary. Now on the left hand side we have 2 minus 1 plus 8, that gives us 9. On the right hand side we have 3 multiplied by 3 into a, that's 9 times a, which gives us a equal to 1. So we have the value of c now, we have the value of a now as well. Now the only thing that's left is b. Now let's look at one last bracket that is remaining. Now you'll have to think about this. 1 plus 2x. How can we make this thing equal to 0? Now we can do it in our head if we wanted to. However, to make it clear, I'll just write it down here. How can 1 plus 2x be equal to 0? You can solve for this. You can say 2x is equal to minus 1, x equals minus 1 over 2. So अगर हम यहाँ पे x की value minus 1 over 2 put कर दें, this thing will become 0. Alright, so let's do that. Let's put x equals minus 1 over 2 now. Now on the left hand side it gives us 2 minus minus 1 over 2, then plus 8 into minus 1 over 2 ka square. On the right hand side, let's look at it again. This thing becomes 0, this whole term becomes 0. We can write 0. यहाँ पे nothing becomes 0, so we'll have to write it down. So plus b multiplied by 1 minus minus 1 over 2, so it becomes plus 1 over 2. That multiplied with 2 plus x, that is 2 minus 1 over 2. जो last term है यहाँ पे, that's c multiplied by something. यहाँ पे भी हमारे पास 1 plus 2x है. When you put x equal to minus 1 over 2 here, this will go to 0. and we'll have a 0 there as well. So now we simplify this. On the left hand side we have 2 plus 1 over 2 plus 8 times 1 over 4. On the right hand side we have, so 1 plus 1 over 2, that is 3 over 2 times b. And the last thing, 2 minus 1 over 2. What does that become? That is, so 4 minus 1 over 2, that is also 3 over 2. You can take the LCM, try to simplify it, and you get the same result. So now we have, so when we cancel this, we get 2 here. So on this side we have 2 plus 2, that is 4. 4 plus 1 over 2, it will come out to be 9 over 2. On the right hand side we have 9 over 4b. We can cross multiply. In fact, we can take this 9 there, this 4 there, and we'll have 9 into 4 divided by 9 into 2, which is equal to b. So b is then going to be equal to 2. This gets cancelled, and we cancel this thing out, we get 2 there. So b की value comes out to be 2. So now we have the value of a, b, and c, all of them. B is equal to 2, a is equal to 1, c is equal to minus 4. That means we can write this thing as a over 1 minus x. A was 2, that is 2 over 1 minus x. B came out to be, okay, sorry about that. This was actually 1. A was 1, so we put 1 here. B was equal to 2, so we put 2 there, 2 over 1 plus 2x, and C is equal to minus 4. We can put a minus here. It becomes minus 4 over 2 plus x. And we have converted the single fraction into its partial fractions. Okay, so now that you've understood how to find partial fractions for cases like these where you have distinct linear factors in the denominator, I would advise you to work on these 3 problems and let me know if you encounter any issues in the comments below, and I'll try to respond to them as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.